Well, hi. Today is Tuesday, March 18th, 2025. I'm Todd Studer, and this is Morning Coffee. And this is also the calm before the storm, as we're expecting snow to move in overnight into our area. Latest forecast I saw as much as 4 to 5 inches. That's roughly what my go-to meteorologist, who's just working online now, Jim Flowers, is saying. He's expecting about that. A couple of days ago, I did see something that said as much as 8, but that went away quickly. I don't know where they're getting their information. It's online. Who knows? Is it right? Is it wrong? Nobody can tell. The last storm we were supposed to get kind of fizzled out before we got very much, which I'll take. I would rather not have very much snow out of this, but it seems like every March we get something before we finally break into spring. I'm going to tell you about something that's coming up that I'm really looking forward to. Typically, it's a movie sequel, and usually I'm not that much into movie sequels. Often they don't work out very well. Godfather 2 might be an example. Empire Strikes Back might be an example of something that did. But for the most part, think Major League 2. The first one was good. The second one was just horrible. But this one I'm really looking forward to. I'm going to tell you about it in just a second. In the meantime, I wanted to let you know that Just Sue Creative can help you build your business with website design, search engine optimization, content creation, marketing, everything you need to take your company to the next level. Sue has a passion for small businesses, and helping them thrive in a digital world is right in her alley. A great starting point would be to visit her website, justsuecreative.com, schedule that free consultation. If you'd like to see what kind of website she can build, just go to mine, westhillsmedia.com. She put it together, and I'm still getting compliments. Service Master Restore by Schmader knows it can be hard to get back to normal when you've suffered serious property damage due to flooding, fire, or smoke. You may also be left with all sorts of questions about how to get your home or business back to normal. Service Master Restore by Schmader will restore your space by offering quality commercial and residential restoration services in Council Bluffs and the surrounding area. Their staff's available 24/7 and always here to help. That's Service Master Restore by Schmader. And if you are feeling stuck in uncertainty, conflict, or miscommunication, The Spiral of Accountability by Carol Horner is your guide to breaking free from the fog that clouds decision-making and relationships. Learn how to recognize negative cycles, shift your mindset, and build a culture of clarity and collaboration at work, at home, and in life. So if you're ready to spiral up, get your copy at spiralofaccountability.com. Start your journey to a healthier, more productive team. All right, here you go. And you probably already heard about this because we live in a digital world, and everybody's heard about everything by the time that I do. But there is a second Spinal Tap movie coming out, and it has a release date. It, as of right now, and probably will hold true, September 12th of this year will be the movie Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues. I've got a list of some of the cast that's going to be in it. Obviously, Christopher Guest is back as Nigel Tufnell, Michael McKean back as David St. Hubbins, Harry Shearer is back as Derek Smalls, and Rob Reiner is directing the thing, and he's also back as Marty DeBurgi. Here's some of the bit players that are going to be in there. Fran Drescher's back. Do you remember her? She was Bobby Fleckman in the original. Yeah, she's going to be back. Let's see. Who else? Paul Schaefer. He had a really small role in the first one, and he's listed in the cast as coming back for the sequel. Also, here's something that'll get you going. Musicians that are scheduled to appear: Paul McCartney, Elton John, Garth Brooks, Questlove, Trisha Yearwood, Chad Smith, Lars Ulrich, all expected to be in the movie as themselves. They were expecting this to be out sometime in the spring, but it has been pushed back now to September 12th. So, as I said, I'm really looking forward to this one, and I'm going to cross my fingers that everything is it's going to be good. Speaking of things that I'm looking forward to, I saw a rumor online that it's possible that Landman 2 may feature somebody that we are all really, we all enjoy. I can't think of a single person that doesn't like this guy. So if you haven't seen Landman the first season, I'm not going to spoil the ending because it's kind of pivotal, but there's talk that Sam Elliott might be a main character in season 2. Can you imagine Sam Elliott and Billy Bob Thornton going head to head and really going at it? Now, the two of them did appear in a Taylor Sheridan show earlier. They were both in 1883, but they weren't really on opposite sides. Billy Bob Thornton played a sheriff just real briefly in one of the episodes. So they had appeared together, but not over the course of a season. So I'm hoping that rumor turns out to be true as well. Well, we didn't have a guest for today's show, and I wanted to encourage you to go and watch and listen to some of the local podcasts that we have here. And we've talked about these before. One of them is a big one with Vivian Kavam as host. Writing Tandem is the name of it. And she has started a series about mind shifts. And I have to be careful on how I say that, but different mind shifts in order to change your views on how to market your business and a business approach. And she's just started the series, and it's really, really fascinating stuff. And also, she's got some great guests. So if you look up Writing Tandem, it could be you can find her on YouTube, you can find her on Facebook, different social media sites, and across all the audio platforms too. If you're more of a podcaster that just likes to listen instead of watch, you'll find her on Spotify, on Apple, on Amazon and Audible, and all the major platforms. She's out there. So that podcast again is called Writing Tandem. And it's a great entrepreneur podcast, and not necessarily just for those who are in business. They're just pretty inspiring. I know that I always get a lot out of those. Also, Circle of Trades has another episode out this week, and you'll want to pay attention to that. Speaking of marketing, Travis Waldstein of AirServe Heating and Air Conditioning and Waldstein Plumbing has some members of his marketing team. He brought me on. I'm not sure really why. I think it was just to abuse me. But also, he brought on Christina Stanley from Lube Media, and it's a great conversation about marketing in general, not just for marketing in the trades, but just overall about your approach to online marketing and that type of thing. And the latest episode is out of Hunting Home. That is a real estate podcast produced here locally with Blake Hunter. He is with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, and Blake talks about very candidly about the housing situation that we have here locally and how the lack of inventory is really a problem right now, and also what that interest rate means right now. We all got used to roughly a 3% interest rate, and a lot of folks have that on their home loans right now, and they don't want to give them up. And that's part of what's driving the lack of inventory is people just aren't wanting to take on a different loan because they have such a great rate now, and that's not what rates are. But if you look back historically, interest rates have been a whole lot higher. Man, when I was young, 18% was a good rate. Now, it gets up to 6%. It's kind of considered high. So anyway, the latest episode of Hunting Home is out, and you can hear all of Blake's take on that. And he's been to some recent gatherings and seminars and brought back a lot of great information. So you'll find Hunting Home out there as well. All right. Today is a little bit of a shorter episode because, well, I got to go get ready for some snow, right? Isn't the snow coming? Yeah, I'm not really sure what I need to do other than just be ready to make another pot of soup. I was expecting a lot worse weather last weekend and made a lot of chicken noodle soup. And let's see, I've got a sausage stew recipe that I like quite a bit. What other kind of thing? I've made the ham and bean soup recently too. That was pretty good. So soup in the stove, snow outside. I'm okay with it. So let's just all hunker down and hopefully everything works out okay. In the meantime, I did want to remind you that there are wrestling camps that you can get signed up for at the Best Wrestlers. So you can unlock your potential with the Best Wrestlers camps, whether you're looking for an intensive day camp, focused weekend camp, or they have the ultimate challenge. It's the best 20-day camp. They've got something there for everyone. Their day camps are perfect for beginners. Or if you're looking to refine your skills, day camps provide a solid foundation in a fun, supportive environment. Weekend camps dive a little bit deeper and designed for wrestlers who want more intensive training and personalized coaching. And then the Best 20-Day Camp, which is their flagship summer camp featuring 50 practices, drawing young athletes from across the country. You can experience top-tier training, build lasting friendships, and become a part of a community dedicated to excellence. Learn more at thebestwrestler.com. Also, did you happen to see our first food review? And GLI Insurance Group in Crescent, Iowa is very kind to sponsor this. That is Bryce Taylor, and Bryce is also the founder of that Facebook group, Council Bluffs Food Lovers. And so you know, he has a real passion for the local restaurant industry that we have in Council Bluffs and the surrounding area. GLI Insurance Group in Crescent has been serving our community for over a decade, offering tailored policies to fit your unique needs. So whether it's homeowners insurance to protect your property and possessions, auto insurance for your vehicles, including boats and ATVs, or life insurance to safeguard your family's future, they've got you covered. Locally owned, independent agency, and they pride themselves on exceptional service and competitive rates. The website, GLIinsurancegroupinc.com. Buckle up. We've got winter coming back again later on tonight after we experience high today in the 70s. It got very, very warm yesterday. Almost too warm, right? No, shut up, Todd. That's not possible. We're still too close to winter. My name's Todd Studer. Have a great Tuesday.